Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Dogs will kick this away to get us going. Turner looking to make a play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have the football first here. And there comes the star running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy that teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback keeps it. He's going to try the left side. And he just keeps it and gets taken down behind the line.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight.
And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. Fourth down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. And what I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So Georgia's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a jet sweep. Receiver trying to turn the corner. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, the offense goes with a jet sweep, and the defense is there. That is a tough play to defend. But give them credit for playing with discipline, especially with their eyes, not getting caught up, squeezing inside. They got to the outside and prevented that from being a big play.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The Bulldogs come to the line with first and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic on the BAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Eludes a tackle. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Not able to connect, incomplete. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the quarterback keeps it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play, but this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Powers through. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The Dogs will bring their punt team onto the field. First punt of the game now. Look at a pin him back deep. This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And that one's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time a completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Carl Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And now the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He moves the ball out to the 15.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Play action here on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick catch, but a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. They'll down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. And the Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Hits this one off the side of his foot. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? An inside give now from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the same runner's got it again. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
The pass rush closing in. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, men. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Athens.
Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. A gain makes it second and medium.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Dogs will line up to punt it away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Ohio State. No chance to catch him.
Well, whatever these guys saw in the first half, I think we're going to see more of it in the second half. Outstanding job of setting the tone here and how quickly they were able to score, sending a message to the opposing defense.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Gain moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. It's a run to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? The shotgun handoff here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense.
It is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. The throw complete to the running back underneath.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He flips it to the back across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The defense backed up against their own end zone. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. Hands off to the fullback. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll take the lead in the 2nd half.
Oh, how about that, Chris? Bear Bryant's looking down, smiling on that call. 4th down and goal. You go with the goal line formation. You bring the defense in tight, and you still overpower them for a touchdown. Thing of beauty.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Bringing pressure. We pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. And so far, we have been treated to a serious quarterback duel. Both these guys putting on a show so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, that one's picked off. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This to build the lead to 6 here in the fourth quarter. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. Tackle made after a big gain. The offense really clicking here. On first down, it's play action. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Well, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw yet again. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Third down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these
fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now the 40. Inside the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He's escaping the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Bulldogs come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Great move in the open field. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Extra point try coming now.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Off target and incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big game. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. Linebacker shifting around now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it falls incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. The shotgun running play call. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who was going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.